Landslide is a geomorphic process causing natural hazard in mountainous region. It does not occur over plateau and plains. Sometimes the term landslide victory is used in plain when the result of constituencies in elections are declared. It is figurative use of landslide victory. But virtually, landslide is a geographical process which takes place on mountains having steep slopes, and the most important cause is gravitation of the earth. Landslide is also termed landslips. Landslide may be defined as sliding down of major or minor part of land from mountainous regions. So, which mountain? This question is also to be answered. There are mountains of different period starting from Precambrian to Tertiary. Landslides generally occurs on Tertiary folded young mountains, the rocks of which are softer and height of which are more. Landslides rarely occur on old Caledonian and Hercynian mountains, which consist of hard rock, relatively hard rock, and which are residual, which have less slope. Landslides cannot take place over plateau and in plain areas. The areas of landslide are Rockies Mountain, Andes, Atlas, Alps, Zagros, Elburz, sometimes Ural, Hindu Kush, Suleiman, Pirthar, Himalayas, and Great Dividing Range. Now let us understand what are the causes of landslide. All the causes can be categorized in two. Number one, natural causes. Second, artificial or man-induced causes. So, these are the natural causes and these artificial or man-induced causes. In natural causes, first is rainfall. Question may be asked that in which season landslides occur? Summer, winter, rainy. So, while going through newspapers, you will get the news of landslide during rainy season or a month or 2 months after the rainy season. Due to rainfall, the rainwater filters down the rocks, thus rocks is hydrated, its weight is increased, and due to the gravitation pull and the steep slope, major or minor part of land slips down. So, this is the first cause. Second cause is hydration in rocks. Sometimes, as we know that folded mountains are made up of sedimentary layered structure. Water filters down and in lower strata it flows through subsurface structures, thus it decomposes by chemical process the material. So, the basal rocks become weak, cannot support the overlying heavy weight of rock mixed with water. That's why the heavy weight of land slips down. Third is slope and gravity. Without gravitational pull, landslide cannot take place or anything cannot come down to the earth. Degree of slope also controls the speed velocity of landslide. Earthquakes are also responsible for landslide. As we know that these tertiary folded mountains are the zones of earthquake or seismic belt. Like this is circum-Pacific seismic belt and this is mid-continental seismic belt. When earthquake occurs, it weakens the joints of rocks, thus cracks develop and major or minor part of land comes down, and it is the cause of landslide. Next is river erosion and marine erosion. In mountainous areas, sometimes river erode their valleys laterally, and their valleys are eroded laterally. Thus, steep scarp is formed, and the hanging rocks fall down suddenly in the river valley. This is also one of the causes of landslide. Regarding marine erosion, in coastal areas throughout day and night, waves cause erosion and waves cause notching of land. Thus, cliffs develop and the lands hanging along the coastline also fall. This is also example of landslide along the coastal region. Now let us come to man-induced processes or factors. First is road construction on mountain region. As we know that to reach the top of mountain, road is not constructed uphill. Rather, there is contour way in which roads are constructed, contour roads. So, if roads will be in contour form, one side will be very steep scarp, the mountain side, while the other side will be deep trench. So, when road is constructed, mountains are cut. That's why on the mountain side, the steep scarps are developed, which during season are eroded and landslide occurs. Some landslides block the traffic on the road, while some heavier landslides damage the road. Then the next is the blasting of mountains. Mountains are being blasted for mining and other purposes. So, due to the tremor caused by the blasting, the neighboring rocks are broken and cracks are developed, resulting into landslide. Then, leveling of mountains. In mountainous region, there sometimes settlements are to be developed. Sometimes for terrace farming, leveling is being practiced. For this, large scale blasting is being done, and a number of measures to level the mountainous region is also practiced. Thus, this also causes landslide or landslip. And last but not least, very important is devegetation. As we know that today developed man is cutting coniferous and softwood forest in high mountain regions, as well as there is either overgrazing of soft grasses like marg in Kashmir, Bugyal, Payal in Uttarakhand. So, due to overgrazing these grasses and devegetation of coniferous forest, the land becomes naked and exposed to environmental forces. Thus, the land absorbs the rainwater, and this saturated land becomes heavy and landslide results into. So, these are the man-induced processes causing landslide, and these are the natural process causing landslide. After understanding definition, area and causes of landslide, now let us try to know the mechanism of landslide. Actually, the mechanism of slide starts from top, and where along the downslope the material slips and it is being transported rapidly and it is deposited at the foothill of mountain. Then due to deposition the debris forms a small natural dam and this checks the water coming from downslope and the collected water becomes a natural lake. Thus, the landslide has three regions. Number one, the top from which land slips, and there fertile land and all types of lands are rolled down. While on the way, this also devastates the cultural and physical landscapes. At the foothill, the material or debris is being deposited in the form of dam and it makes a natural lake. Very wonderful thing that when land slips from mountain top and it causes damage, it is in newspaper which is also read in plain area by plain dwellers. When they are going through such adverse news, they are taking breakfast at the same time. They don't have sympathy with the people killed in the mountainous region. In the same way, when the natural lakes at foothill are broken, why they are broken? Because the collected water flows through seepage along the roots or the trunks or the branches of the tree which are deposited with debris. So suddenly the seepage becomes very wide mouth and the collected water flows down very rapidly, which causes damage and flood in plain area. So this devastation is again published in newspaper which is being read by the people in hill areas in morning. Likewise, like the plain dwellers, they also don't have any sympathy with the plain people killed and they take breakfast at the same time when this bad news they are going through. Thus, landslide has three mechanisms. Number one, the beginning point. Number two, the track point. Number three, the end point where natural lake is being developed. When the natural lake is broken, it causes flood in plain areas. Now let us try to know the modes of landslide, which is also called types. So first is landslide in common, that we know that major or minor part of mountain comes down. Second is rockfall, when landslides form is very small and small parts of rock slip down. This is called rockfall. This generally occurs in the areas near waterfalls or steep scarps. Next is debris flow. Sometimes the material brought down in landslide consists of soft material. So this is called debris. In this soft material, there is mixture of boulders also. Sometimes it is in the form of earth flow. Earth means there is mud or soil deposited along the mountain's slope. During rainy season, this also due to hydraulic action slopes down or slides down. This is called earth flow or mud flow. Next is debris landslide. Debris flow is in liquid or soft form, while debris landslide means along the mountain slopes where there is steep scarp, the weather material is being deposited at the base of scarp, which during rainy season takes form of landslide. Next is storm. This is also a type of mud and rocks flow. And last but not least is very important, deep-seated landslide. When in mountainous areas, in sedimentary structure, water filters down to a maximum depth. The underflow of water causes weathering, especially solution. Thus, the basal rocks become decomposed, weathered, and weak, which cannot support the overlying heavy weight of land. That's why a deep part of land comes down. This is called deep-seated landslide, which is very much disastrous and fatal for cultural and physical landscapes. Now let us come to some recent examples. In 2011, in Rio de Janeiro, there was a landslide. Likewise, on 31st July 2014, in Malin village near Pune, a landslide was recorded. This was the month of July. As we have discussed that during rainy season in India or during rainy season in world, landslides take place. Can you tell in which region this has taken? So, answer is along the Western Ghat mountain, this Malin village near Pune is located. Next is 14th August 2017 near Freetown, capital of Sierra Leone in West Africa. So, this also occurred in the month of August, and as we know that in equatorial region there is rain throughout year. In 2017, Bondo in Switzerland, landslide occurred. On 9th January 2018, in California, a severe landslide took place which caused a lot of damage. As we know, in January there is rainfall because it is winter and California records the Mediterranean type of climate where there is winter rainfall. Now come to know the adverse impacts of landslides. So, the impacts can be put in two categories. One, on environment. Second, on man or cultural landscape. This is physical landscape and this is cultural landscape. On physical landscape, one is land degradation. So, the land which slips or comes down is being degraded. Degraded means its quality of growing forest, vegetation and grasses comes down and it rolls down and deposited at the foothill of mountains. Second is fertile soil raised down. When landslide slips according to slope, along the slope there is fertile soil developed over years and that soil is being degraded or removed away. So, to develop new fertile soil, it takes again thousands of years. Last point is flora and fauna on the track of landslide are also damaged. Thus, there is a great loss in the biodiversity which takes again much time to develop. Now let us come to see the impact of landslide over cultural landscape. First, settlements may be rural or urban or scattered or hamleted are being damaged. Second point is roads and railway tracks are also being destroyed by the landslide. It takes much cost to get repaired. Next is farmscape, also damaged. Farmscape means on mountainous region there is terrace farming and there is plantation, gardening, etc. like tea gardens. So these crops and landscapes and farmscapes are raised down. Likewise, there is waterscape developed over mountainous terraces by man. Sometimes artificial lakes, dams are there. So landslide does not leave these also. So all the cultural scapes, maybe village scape, maybe townscape, maybe farmscape, maybe waterscape, maybe wirescape. Wirescape means network of electric wire that is also being raised in mountainous areas. Thus, these are the adverse impacts of landslide in mountainous regions. So, we have discussed that what is mechanism and what are the types and the main examples and the impact of landslides on environment and cultural landscape.